Monsties, this isn't just a trend. This is a cultural reset. One name, just one name, is shaking up your timeline, flooding your For You page, and making everyone wonder, what just happened? Imagine one official video exploding with mind-boggling numbers, 1.5 million likes, 7.4 million views. But that was just the beginning, because out there in the wild digital world, something even crazier happened. A clip, its bootleg version, its leaked version, call it what you want, exploded even louder, surpassing 2 million views and 275,000 likes. Her name is Chiquita, her style is dance, and its impact is everything. From Love Me Harder to Nobody is Perfect, every move of hers is analyzed, replicated, and turned into the holy grail for dancers. Fans are hysterical, anti-fans are joining the conversation, and TikTok is filled every day with 100+ new videos trying to chase her aura. This is no longer about a challenge, this is about a phenomenon. But behind the fantastic numbers, the trending hashtags and requests reaching tens of thousands, what's the real story? How can one member of BABYMONSTER amaze and cause such an uproar at the same time? What's the secret behind the body movement touted as the best? And most importantly, are you ready to dive into this rabbit hole with us? Stay tuned, because we will thoroughly unpack the virality of Chiquita BABYMONSTER's dance challenge, from radio to netizen obsession. Don't miss a single second. Hello guys, welcome back to this channel where we discuss everything viral, hottest, and most talked about in the K-pop and pop culture world. You must have caught the vibe from the intro earlier, right? Yes, that's right. Today, we're going to deep dive into one of the most iconic moments early this year, dominated by the visual, dance, and vibes of Chiquita from BABYMONSTER. For those who might have just woken from a long sleep or are on a social media detox, you might be wondering, who is this Chiquita and why is my feed full of her? Well, let me paint you the picture. Chiquita, or her real name, Ferita, is the maknae, or youngest member of the highly anticipated rookie group, BABYMONSTER. This girl from Thailand had a different aura since pre-debut. Not only does she have a fresh and bright visual, but she also has a stage presence that's, how to say it, magnetic. And all that potential exploded in a moment that originally wasn't even on an official stage. Yes, guys, it all started from something simple, a radio segment. During a radio show or broadcast, Chiquita casually danced to a few songs. It wasn't a full-on performance with professional cameras and amazing lighting, but that's where the magic happened. Her fluid, sharp, yet effortless movements immediately struck a chord with netizens. It felt real, raw, and super relatable, like seeing our friend who's really good at dancing at a spontaneous party. You know what I mean? From there, the wildfire started. Short clips from that radio broadcast were reposted, edited, put in slow motion, and bam, viral. The rest, as they say, is history. But this history is still being written, guys, and we are all direct eyewitnesses. Now, let's talk numbers, because in this digital era, numbers don't lie. And the numbers linked to Chiquita, they're screaming legendary. First, let's look at her official video. Whether it's a special performance video or a clip from a variety show content, the official video from BABYMONSTER's or YG's channel shows the solid power of the fandom. 1.5 million more likes and 7.4 million views. That is tangible proof of the power of Agase, BABYMONSTER's fandom, and casual listeners who were instantly captivated. These are dream debut numbers for an individual member's content. The comments are filled with praise like main dancer material, natural performer, and of course, our maknae is the best. Fandom power is real, people. But here comes the plot twist. While her official video is thriving, a dark horse, or more accurately, a bright shining star, emerged from the fan base itself. The unofficial, recorded from the radio screen, zoomed, cropped, and uploaded by fans, actually received an even crazier response. Over 2 million views and 275,000 likes. What does this mean? This shows something deeper than just fandom support. This shows natural appeal that transcends the boundaries of official and unofficial. Netizens are actively seeking content about her, reposting it and making it a shared possession. That's pure organic virality, like finding a hidden gem and everyone agreeing it's the gem shining the brightest. And don't forget our title earlier, 100 plus new TikTok videos every day. Guys, this is no longer just a few people joining in. This is a massive trend. Every day, amateur and professional dancers, fans and non-fans, try to imitate her moves, create duets, or simply appreciate her with the hashtag Chiquita challenge. The TikTok timeline becomes like an ode to one person. That's the level of impact we're talking about. Okay, we've seen the numbers. Now let's get into the juicy part. What's actually trending? What are netizens saying? And what's with all these specific numbers and phrases we see in the pictures? Let's decode one by one. First, look at Love Me Harder with 30.6K posts. This clearly refers to Chiquita's iconic dance for the song Love Me Harder. Her powerful yet graceful movements in the chorus part are a favorite to cover. Every body roll and head movement is thoroughly analyzed. Netizens say she ate and left no crumbs, meaning she was perfect and left nothing for others. Then there's Nobody is Perfect with 139.3K posts. Whoa, this might be one of the most relatable moments. In one clip, Chiquita might have made a slight mistake or was just being playful, and netizens immediately embraced it with the hashtag Nobody is Perfect. But this actually adds to her charm. It even proves that she's human, authentic, and still slaying even if not 100% perfect. Fans love authenticity, and she served it on a silver platter. And what about the best body movement in dancing with 46.3K posts? Well, this is the highest praise from dancers and enthusiasts. This is no longer about being an idol who can dance, but being considered a truly talented dancer. Her body movements from head to toe are connected, have texture and insane musicality. She doesn't just hit the moves, she feels the music. And netizens who are good at dancing salute her. This is a massive achievement for an idol. Don't forget also Chiquita Next When with 16.1K posts and Chiquita Hear Me Out with 52.2K posts. These are the cries of desperation and hope from the fans. They are craving to see more from Chiquita. When is her next performance? When will she get more center time? When will YG release her dance practice? That 52.2K request is the collective power of the fandom demanding, in a good way, more content for their alt bias. The demand is real and loud. And amusingly, even anti-fans are joining the buzz with 11.1K mentions. But here's the tea. Often, hate comments just add fuel to the fire and make a topic even more viral. And in Chiquita's case, many say her antis just make more people curious and eventually fall in love with her talent. So, thank you, I guess, a backhanded contribution to her virality. The most highlighted might be before and after, with a comparison of 62.6K versus 175.1K. This is usually to compare her appearance or skills from then versus now, and the much higher after number shows one thing: her development is acknowledged. People see her growth, her improvement, and it makes them respect and stan her even more. It's a journey, and everyone loves a good growth story. After seeing all this chaos and excitement, maybe we need to pause for a moment and ask, why does this matter? Why can the phenomenon of one rookie group member resonate so strongly? First, this proves the power of pure talent. In an industry that is all planned and controlled, an authentic and raw moment like on a radio show is like a breath of fresh air. People are tired of perfection that feels manufactured. They fall in love with talent that shines naturally, even in a casual setting. Chiquita proves that talent doesn't need a fancy stage to shine. Second, this gives hope for BABYMONSTER's future. If just the maknae already has this much star power and virality power, imagine the potential of the group as a whole. Fans become even more excited and confident, awaiting their full comeback in stages. Chiquita is like an epic trailer for the upcoming blockbuster film. Third, this creates its own narrative. Instead of waiting for the company to create the narrative of the main dancer, netizens and fans organically elevate and solidify Chiquita's position as the dancer, the performer through trends and conversations. That is the very strong power of people's choice. And finally, and most importantly, this shows a change in how we appreciate idols. Now, fans don't just look at MVs or music shows, they look at behind the scenes, fan cams, radio cuts, live streams. Every moment can become an iconic moment, and Chiquita slayed in a moment that might not even have been planned to be iconic. She captured the digital era perfectly. So guys, after all this breakdown and analysis, what's the conclusion? Chiquita is not just going viral, she is building a legacy. From radio show to TikTok challenge, from official video to fan-made clip, her name is everywhere and her influence is undeniable. But this story isn't over yet. In fact, it has just begun. Now, it's your turn. I really want to hear your opinions. 1. In your opinion, what should YG or BABYMONSTER's next step be to ride this virality? A solo dance performance video? An official TikTok challenge? What? 2. Are you one of those who have already joined the Chiquita challenge on TikTok? Share your experience in the comments.